Well, there's a new report that shows that an apple a day may in fact keep the blues away. The study, published in the Archives of General Psychiatry, finds that a so-called Mediterranean diet can reduce your risk of depression by up to 51%. The Mediterranean diet, as you know, is high in fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains and fish, and usually recommended to everybody to reduce the risk of a heart attack. So how can it possibly work on your brain? Well, joining me now, Dr. Will Clower. He's the author of The Fat Fallacy and The French Don't Diet. He's also the CEO of Mediterranean Wellness. Joining me from Pittsburgh, and here in the studio with me, Carrie Glassman, registered nutritionist and author of the upcoming book, The O2 Diet. Good to have both of you here. Will, I'm going to start with you. I've read your books. We've all talked about the Mediterranean diet as being the smart, sensible way to eat. Right. How in the world can it affect your brain?
Well, there's a definite food-to-mood connection. Food-to-mood. And that connection can... Absolutely. And that connection can be either direct or indirect. For example, Dr. Nancy, if you take away all the tryptophan, an amino acid, from your diet, you will get depressed.
And
your
those,
chances
and
will
those
go
are found
way
in
up.
which diet, in which foods, Will?
Things like, well, the highest concentration is in things like turkey, for example. But if you are already depressed and you remove that, then in clinical studies, what they find is that people even try to commit suicide. It's that impactful. But what this paper is showing today is that there's also an indirect connection between mood and food. And that is that the foods that you eat in the Mediterranean diet can lead to systemic inflammation that causes downstream effects on your likelihood to get depression.
And Carrie, certainly no one's saying stop your antidepressants, eat your way to a healthier brain, but there is this relationship.
There is this relationship, and what's so exciting about this is there are other studies that have shown how physical activity may prevent the incidence of depression. So this is just another way that if you're maybe you have depression in your family history, this may be a way, again, that changing your overall lifestyle, improving your diet, adding in foods like avocado and olive oil for those monounsaturated fatty acids, that may help prevent your chances of becoming depressed.
Will, is there any science that eating processed foods makes your brain less healthy?
Absolutely. And there's some great case studies from places like Appleton, Wisconsin, where they had a troubled school district, lots of bad behavior, and they did a very simple thing. They removed all the processed food products and synthetics from their breakfasts and lunches and just replaced it with normal food like carrot, like onion, primary food products. And what they found is that every single incidence of bad behavior improved. All the markers did when they taught these kids and provided them with healthy foods.
We're really talking about going back to whole foods, aren't we?
Exactly. Going back to those whole foods.
Absolutely.
Carrie and Will, thank you so much. Will, thanks, and I appreciate your books. They're really terrific books.
So
this is
much.
one time I have people on and say, yep, these books are for real. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.